Jam. Toon Jam.
Hello and welcome once again to Toon Jam. I'm Matt.
And I'm J-Man.
And we are once again recording over Skype for our quarantine conundrums. And we are also once again doing a new comparison. 2 episodes, 2 different series, but they're both the same series, but they're different versions. It's reboot time, baby.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Rebooted.
And, oh, sorry, yes, I cut up your reboots joining in there.
The woes of Skype.
Oh, boy. We have already done a couple of these. We did Thundercats and Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, it's been a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Hopefully, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe will help us change that mixture. We shall see. We are first covering the original 1983 version, which was produced by Filmation. They produced other things such as the Star Trek cartoon series, and what else was there? There's actually quite a lot. There's the original Ghostbusters before Ghostbusters, and they also made the weirdo knockoff version of Ghostbusters, even though they kind of had the original anyway, but they only brought that around after. They did other such series as a couple of Tom and Jerry episodes, I believe. Journey Back to Oz. That's, you might remember that one. A cartoon sequel to the film The Wizard of Oz. Flash Gordon. You know that one, surely. And many more. I'm not going to go. Probably the one you'll remember most, though, is either He-Man and the Masters of the Universe or Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids.
Oh, yeah.
One of those two.
Heard.
We're not talking about that today, or likely ever.
No?
We are talking about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Controversial.
It made its television debut in September 1983 and ran till 1985, consisting of 2 episodes of 65 episodes. 2 seasons of 65 episodes each. 2 episodes would have been phenomenal that it was so well remembered, really. But no, 2 seasons of 65 episodes each. Reruns continued to air until 1988, at which point USA Network bought the rights to the series and aired He-Man until 1990. A little bit of useless information for you there. It has been adapted many times. Comic book strips have been made. Live action film in 1987, starring what's his name?
Dolph Lundgren.
That's it. And obviously another series has been made in the noughties. And fun fact, a new series will debut on Netflix in 2021.
Oh.
Called Masters of the Universe Revelation. Not even got He-Man in the title.
Oh, man.
Not fit for this PC
That's it.
world,
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy thing. I think it might be the first series to be basically produced for toys. So the Mattel company released the original action figure in 1982.
Right.
And the franchise backstory was developed by Filmation after that. So they would just send them new toys and say include it.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is basically the
beginning of the end for
monster of
cartoon consumerism.
Yeah. Also, another fun fact, which you may already know or may not, it featured early script work from people such as Paul Dini and Bryn Stevens, who both worked on Batman animated series, Beast Wars story editor Larry DiTilio, J. Michael Straczynski of both comic book writing fame and also notably the creator of Babylon 5, which I also didn't know. And it also David Wise as well, who, if you remember, was the head writer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and, coincidentally, the real Ghostbusters.
Mm.
So some pretty big names in there.
Get a good crowd. By the sound of it.
So you'd think it was in good hands.
Yeah.
We watched an episode called Power.
The Problem with Power.
The Problem with Power, yeah, sorry. I was trying to remember it then. The Problem with Power, which after much research amongst fans, I discovered was one of the fan favourite episodes.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Matt went deep undercover as a He-Man fan in Reddit and spent months undercover as a...
Hello, brothers. It is I, He-Man. He-Man 75. Tell me, what is your favourite episode? Most said this. But
and that's it. That's how we got there.
That's how I picked this episode. It basically, in a nutshell, Skeletor disguises one of his guys as a human and then builds this really shoddy tower. Gets He-Man to knock it over and then pretends he's killed a normal human being, citizen of this small town that he's basically making into slaves.
Yeah.
And then He-Man spends the episode
moping,
in conflict with his own sort of whether or not he should be. I should say Prince Adam, because He-Man's sort of his, what he turns into, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
And then that's basically like, to put it in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's the episode.
Which is why it was a sort of a fan favorite. I think it was like really a deep episode. Going back, did you watch it as a kid? Did you watch a lot of He-Man?
I've seen a few episodes, but I couldn't remember anything. I just know, like, all I remember is like the bits that are repeated, like, the titles and the music and the fact that like Orca's a bit weird.
The video where he's
just little.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it's just fragments of memories, really. It's not something that I sat down and watched religiously. What about you?
No, I don't think I it's weird because I knew it, but then watching it made me think I don't really know anything about this. There's loads of characters I don't remember, so I don't think I ever saw it. But I know I had some toys. Again, they were like hand-me-downs from my cousin, who was older, so he would have watched it, got the toys. And I probably just had the toys, and then it was just in my memory. Obviously, I kind of remember the film, bits of it. I don't think I've seen it, but I think like maybe it was on once when I was younger.
Yeah.
I think I watched it because it probably I hated it. It's pain. I mean, I feel
this is
for saying like. Thundercats was 280s.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? This is the apex, really.
This is real hardcore, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, when did Thundercats come out?
Wasn't it late, like
87 or something?
Mid to late 80s, yeah.
Yeah, so it was quite a bit later.
Mm.
Yeah, because this is like definitely early 80s, where it's like that weird sci-fi fantasy combo.
Yeah. I did enjoy some parts of that, mainly for the wrong reasons, such as the little weird like space jet skis that they have. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
Every time someone's on one, their posture is just like makes it so funny to like watch them drive off on it. They sit up perfectly straight on them. Even when He-Man was like falling down a cliff like on it. His back was still perfectly straight. It just makes it look so fun. Just like, oh yeah,
it's hilarious. Yeah, when he goes into that canyon.
Oh yeah.
and he's sort of just like the wind's hitting him. Like, first thing, before we discuss anything about He-Man, I want to just touch on the fact that the animation is horrific.
Yeah.
Really bad. Like, it made Tigra's eating scene look phenomenal.
Oh man, tour de force.
Because it was clearly just repeated segments, wasn't it? Like,
they
reused clips and then just like Skeletor talking. I'm pretty sure it was the same clip over and over again.
Yeah.
I suppose because he's a skeleton, his mouth just moves.
That's it. It's just his jaw unhinges and then rehinges, and then that's it.
But it's weird as well, like, to think it's based on toys, and like the main characters still look like they've just taken different parts. They look like something Sid's made in Toy Story.
Yeah.
Just jammed a school's head on a purple muscle body and put a hood on.
The designs, like the characters are all really weird, aren't they? Like you can tell something's not right in that process. Like Skeletor in himself is like one of the weirdest villains. Like if you saw him in your bedroom in the middle of the night, you'd be terrified because he's just a skull. It's like a fluorescent skull on top of like.
It's basically a fluorescent skull that would definitely beat you up.
Oh yeah, but then as soon as he talks, it's like, hold on.
You're laughing.
Yeah. Like his voice is pitched so painfully. I don't know if that was like intentional so that kids weren't absolutely terrified of him, because it really just takes him down to like, oh man, this guy is, now it just feels like he's just a big poser. Do you know what I mean? Like he was like the big loser at school and he just got ripped to try and like be cool. Like
he's never actually been in a fight. Like he even learned magic, so he would never have to be in a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, the hijinks that he gets up to.
Oh man.
I wouldn't say he was even evil.
No.
Like the most evil thing he does in this is like forces people to build a shoddy statue. Like he wasn't even, like what he could have done is just actually put one of them under it.
Yeah.
Like he didn't care about him, but he still had to get his mate to.
It's such a long-winded plan.
So like he never kills anyone.
No.
He's just mischievous, isn't he? He's like
he's a rascal.
Like there's genuinely like company owners in the world right now that are worse than Skeletor.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's mad.
He is, yeah.
Skeletor's like the owner of a medium-sized company. He's doing well for himself. Possibly one day he will become like the leader of a company, but he's not really done anything bad enough to warrant evil status.
No.
He's a sketchy character.
Yeah. He looks way worse than he is. That's his problem.
Yeah.
It's like, he looks like if he strolled into the court case, he'd look like an atypical, like, drug lord or something. He'd have a big scar on his face.
Yeah.
He'd be wearing like a tattered suit with like bloodstains all over it. And he'd be like, oh man, this guy means business.
And it's
you don't want to mess with him. yeah, hold on.
Skeletor. Oh boy.
Oh no, never mind. He's a weird guy.
Yeah.
But
weird character.
But then Adam is kind of strange as well, don't you think? Like for
it's like he's got nothing between his ears.
No.
He's such a dumb character. Do you know what? If Thundercats Go, or what is that? It's called? No, Thundercats Raw.
Thundercats Raw. Yeah. It might as well be called.
If Thundercats Go was He-Man Go.
Yeah.
It would make more sense.
Yeah.
Because if He-Man was that stupid, I'm sure there'd still be people that were outraged. But having watched this, I'd be like, no, that seems fair. Like all of this seems fair. It was like that's what they wanted to make, but couldn't.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah.
Like,
I think if they made a stupid version of this show, I can't see at all why you'd get angry.
No.
Like, at least Thundercats was trying.
Yeah.
Like, this actually felt like it was trying to be stupid at times. Like, it was funny on purpose.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was or not. It's hard to tell.
Like Skeletor, sometimes it's like that is supposed to be funny.
Yeah, like they've got to be trying to make you laugh here. There's no way.
Do you reckon, like, if you designed Skeletor as a character, when you made the toy and you were like, oh yeah, this looks well good, and then saw him in the cartoon,
oh, you'd be gutted.
You must be powerfully disappointed.
Oh man, like, what have you done with the voice? That's all you had to do, was give him like a strong, terrifying voice.
100% the worst character. That stupid little thing with a hat on.
Oh, Orko, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, didn't like it at all.
He's annoying. Yeah, I never understood what he was when I was little. Like, what is he? He's just like a hat, a floating hat.
Isn't he out of like Final Fantasy or something?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah.
Is he in one of the Final Fantasy games? Yeah, Orko.
Yeah, he was strange.
Yeah,
and mainly unnecessary.
Yeah, definitely.
And then there's like the dude with the, what is he, like Man of Arms or something, who's got that weird like turtle hat thing. That hat that just I don't know what's going on with it. That's he's weird. Everyone's weird in it. I think that's the thing. Like, you sort of accept it after a while because everyone is just bizarre.
Yeah, no one at all fits in.
No.
You just got absolute like futuristic character with barbarian with strange sprite with a woman in a bird outfit.
Yeah. Wizardry and space jet skis. It's just how does it work? I think there was also loads of like odd continuity troubles as well, or like just, I don't know whether that was just how it was meant to be, but like there was a part where Adam fell down to like try and retrieve his sword, which seemed like a terrible idea because he literally just fell.
He's like, that's when he drives his jet ski into the bottomless pit.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, this will work.
He's just going down vertically, like just trying to. He's like, whoa, the winds down here are strong.
No, and then like as he's fallen to his inevitable death, he's like, well, I don't know if this pit is bottomless, but it sure is big.
And because he like falls and drops everything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then goes back to like he's sort of talking and seems a bit more stable, and then he's like doing that exact same. No.
Yeah, it just flashes back between him, accepting, goes through all the stages of like grief at the same time. And
is it the sorceress? Is that a name or something? Or
I don't know what her name. I can't remember what.
Is it Tila?
Yeah.
She, when she does that thing at the end with the bomb. So she gets a bomb, and because they're making his shoddy statue, he remakes quite like sturdily.
Yeah. And
then it's a gate for the armies of darkness or something. They're like ogres or something.
Yeah.
And he's just about to do it, so she's like, the only thing we can do is get there and chuck a bomb at it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Pretty simple plan, but so she turns up, and then she goes up to them and says, if you don't leave, I'm going to throw a bomb. And if you decide to stay, I'll set it off now. And so Skeletor's henchmen peg it.
Yeah.
Skeletor, to his credit, just goes, yeah, I don't think you'll do that, and then zaps her. And it's just like, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it rather than just faffing around?
Yeah. That was a strange conundrum that they ended up with at the end there. It's weird as well because it's like they just had bombs and stuff. Like, why weren't they fighting Skeletor with explosives? Like, why didn't they blow him up? There were so many questions raised by you have bombs that you can carry around in your pocket. Like, why are they never? You'd never see them. And then, like when he gets trapped in the spider web when he's falling down on the thing, once he turns back into He-Man, like the spider web is just like not sticky anymore. He just like stands up on it, and it's like, yeah, cool, we're just back to normal now. And then he just he knocks the spider down like about 2 floors or something, and it's like, that'll keep you busy for a while, and you literally see it climbing back up again.
Maybe that's like, no one dies, do they, ever?
No, like nothing's allowed to die.
Maybe that was why the bomb thing.
Yeah, like they'd written themselves into a corner, like, yeah, we'll give them a bomb, and then it's like, yeah, but we can't kill anyone.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Yeah.
Hold my sword of eternity.
It's so funny how quickly he just lobs that straight down into that pit as well. Yeah. Like when he decides that, when he goes emo, it just lobs it as far as he can into just the biggest.
That had the best animation in the whole thing. You know, where they actually put his hair blowing in the wind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's called He-Man, and he's this massive, you know, bulky man.
Yeah.
He's got the girliest haircut.
He really has, yeah.
It's like stark yellow hair. Not even blonde, it's just yellow. And like a bob.
It's like clearly like shampooed and conditioned every day in a solid routine.
It's not even like wavy, is it? Like it's just full on, just a straightened bob.
I feel like he got those triceps because he spends so much time with his arms above his head combing through his hair.
Oh man, yeah, he's and he's like, I like that he wears a pink outfit.
Yeah, he's just unapologetic about it. Yeah, like, what?
Why not?
Yeah,
you know, he's comfortable.
Yeah,
he wears what colour he likes. He's He-Man.
Yeah. I think everyone seems remarkably comfortable in their get-up for saying that they don't look very comfortable.
Do you know why? It's because there's no specific style in this world.
That's true.
So no one cares what anyone looks like.
It's just, this guy is wearing a tank. That's cool, whatever. She's wearing a leotard for whatever reason. Cool.
She's got feathers on her bed.
Orko is a hat. This is how we live our lives.
Yeah, it's just there's no like particular. That's I think the problem with it. Where do they live?
Eternia?
Is it Eternia? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is like the most characterless world I've ever known. It's just got Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
The rest is rocks. There's no grass. There's no trees. It's just rocks.
Yeah. Barren wasteland.
Yeah, it's just miserable.
Yeah. It's a waste.
Even Castle Grayskull is miserable.
Yeah.
And weird. As a kid, I remember always thinking. So I must have seen something of it, but I always thought that was Thingy's Skeletor's castle.
Yeah.
But it isn't, is it?
Is it not? I thought it was.
I don't know. Well, why does he say by the power of Grayskull?
I don't know. Is that like the Parliament or something? Like, because they live in Grayskull.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I don't like. We've clearly got well confused about it.
Yeah, it's not very straightforward series, to be fair.
No. And in many things, I'd blame myself for just not knowing. But this time, I don't feel like it's my fault.
No.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on now.
Give me a break. The intro. The theme tune's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty memorable.
In a crap way.
Yeah.
How does it go again? I can't remember. Yeah, it does. As well, it's one of those things where I know the theme tune, but I always forget it's for He-Man.
Yeah,
because it doesn't really. I suppose, like everything else in the series, it doesn't fit.
No, it sounds like it's a commercial or something. But
or like it sounds like the intro for like an 80s soap opera in
yeah.
America. Like
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Dallas or
could
not
easily be Dallas. Yeah, it's so strange. It's like this is exactly what happens when like everyone chucks an idea in and nobody decides to like edit or do any in and out. We're just like, yep, all offers, just whatever. Yeah, okay.
And I suppose that's the trouble. It's weird that the first ever and probably one of the most successful toy line to then cartoon examples is also the worst example.
Yeah,
it's so strange.
It is, yeah. But I mean, I guess that's what makes it memorable, because it was just pure bizarre.
Yeah,
like
everything stands out because nothing fits in.
Unforgettable every moment of it. Like, what? Because it just baffled you as a kid for so long, every element.
And I think it's so strange that there is, at the same time, like there's a strange, undeniable charm to it.
Yeah.
That like, because you're just watching it, like, I don't understand what is going on. I understand what's going on in the episode, but overall, this world is nonsensical.
Mm.
But it's strangely funny, and I think it's that thing where you can't tell if it's trying to be funny or not.
Yeah, either way, it's like it delivers in a strange way, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's quite enjoyable at the same time that it's terrible.
Yeah, I did spend a lot of time laughing at it.
Yeah, and I think almost that's to its credit, because that's what will make it survive.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can see why kids liked it, because it is funny.
Yeah. And you can see why adults revisit it, because it's like, what is this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, anyone that revisits it as an old class cartoon, they're bang out of line. I'm sorry.
Anyone that takes it as like a masterpiece of work. Yeah. It's just like, oh boy.
That's definitely, you've got to rethink the way you're watching stuff, and how much nostalgia is crammed into your brain.
That's it.
Right. Well, shall we go to our reviews on that note?
Yeah. Coming soon from Grayskull Grafters, it's Shoddy Tower.
Whether you're at the bottom of cliffs, on the top of cliffs, or by cliffs in Eternia, it can be built there.
Shoddy Tower is made to stand the most dangerous of conditions, and that's why it's supported by not one, but 2 pieces of flimsy rope.
But that's not all. It's also supported by a plank of wood with nail, which will stop it from falling over instantly.
With the bricks unconventionally stacked in every direction, this gives Shoddy Tower 360 degrees of fallability.
That's right. Think Jenga, but with less stability. And with that, you are guaranteed not 1, but 2 months of guaranteed standing.
Terms and conditions apply. Cannot withstand Barbarian Punch. Please do not play tag in or around this structure.
Grayskull Grafters. Okay, so here at Toon Jam, you may already know, but you may not, we have a 3-point rating system. So that goes as follows. Thumbs up, the power of Grayskull. Thumbs down, Skeletor's voice to body comparison. And shaky middle, floaty hat. So good, bad, I'm not really sure how I feel. I'm in the middle. Thumbs up, thumbs down, shaky middle. Your thoughts?
He-Man is like we said, it's a very strange creation, really. Like, I don't really know how to take it. The animation is not great. The characters are odd and like I don't know if I like them or I'm just kind of curious to how their strange situation's gonna conclude.
Yeah.
And there is like there's like all the elements of it just seem like they're not done right, from like the continuity to like the sound design. Like every time he says like by the power of Grayskull, it sounds like they recorded it in like 80 concentric cathedrals. Like the reverb is so like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to endure.
In a spring.
Yeah. So it's just like, it seems like everything they sort of put into it was like a half thought or a just quick idea. And it's kind of hard to get a grasp on anything. But even with that said, there's, you just want to keep watching. It's like disaster cartoon. It's like, well, how are they going to do this? So, but I don't know whether that really gives it enough to, in its favor, really. I think, I don't know whether the thing is, I probably could sit and watch more of this. That's the odd thing about it. Is like, I know it's bad, but it's like, I could probably watch more because it's stupid. So I think for that reason, I'm going to have to give it a shaky middle.
Okay.
Shaky middle.
Thought that might be where it was going. It is a strange one. Like I said, it does have a strange charm to it. And I think that's probably just how dumb it is. Yeah. And strangely, the only character I really liked by the end of it was Skeletor.
Yeah.
And if it was a Skeletor series, maybe it would have worked out. I mean, he's like Dick Dastardly, but in an 80s barbarian sci-fi world. It's strange, but overall it was shoddy animation. I've got to give them credit because they were clearly, this is like how Samurai Pizza Cats, they just didn't have a script, so they had to make one up. This was like they just didn't have anything except like a mixed bag of concept designs that never would have made it together normally, and had to make a whole show around it. So fair play for doing that. But that being said, I don't think it was very good. I don't know as you can make it better.
No.
Considering, I don't think the problem was necessarily with the story. It was more with the whole idea that it was a toy thing. It is, like I said, Frankenstein's monster of cartoons, and I find it hard to give it anything other than a thumbs down. Yeah.
No. Yeah. I kind of wanted to give it a thumbs down, but there's just there's something there that's like, I want to see how this plays out.
It's funny.
It is funny. Like, it's an unintentional, pretty good comedy.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I guess, the way I was with Zelda. Could easily be translated to this, but it just seems so much. I think because it's easier to like I'm probably a victim there of sort of knowing that no one likes Zelda, the cartoon, that it's got a bad rap. Whereas this has the exact opposite. It's like remembered, and I do think it's worse.
Yeah, I think the only way you can accept it as a good show is as a comedy. Like, I don't think you couldn't enjoy this. It's like a solemn cartoon about a man. I think the fact that this episode was trying to be serious just made it even more hilarious. Like, all of his woes and him trying to deal with like the moral conundrum just made it so much funnier.
Oh man. So there you go, a shaky middle and a thumbs down.
Yeah.
That's that's a poor start.
No, yeah.
So let's see.
I'm interested to see how someone took this and was like, "We'll do this better."
Yeah.
We can improve on the source material here. We've got a solid basis.
The next one we're doing is the 2002 series. So get ready for that. I will end on a fun fact about the. Well, I say a fun fact. I've given you a couple already, but just going back to that new Netflix series that they're doing.
Mm.
It will be directed by Kevin Smith.
What?
Yeah, I've just read this now. So pretty hilarious. It features voice actors such as Mark Hamill as Skeletor.
Nice.
So that should be a laugh. Chris Wood as Prince Adam and He-Man, who is from the Vampire Diaries, apparently.
All right.
Sarah Michelle Gellar as Teela.
What?
Yeah.
Starts with He-Man.
Lena Headey as Evil Lynn.
What?
Yeah, and another Game of Thrones character, Davos Seaworth, aka Liam Cunningham.
Oh yeah.
Plays Man-at-Arms.
Oh, nice.
Diedrich Bader's in it.
Really?
Yeah, as King Randall and Trapjaw. That is another thing we didn't really mention, but how hilarious that Trapjaw scene was.
Oh yeah.
Talking to him and he just keeps swapping his arm. That was pure Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone as Queen Marlena. There's quite a few.
Yeah. This cost Netflix quite a bit, but
yeah. Kevin Conroy, aka Batman, as Merman.
Oh, nice.
And I guess, oh yeah, of course his daughter is in it as Eilena in Harley Quinn Smith.
Yeah.
There's so many people. Justin Long.
Really?
Phil Lamar.
Oh yeah.
But I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Jason Mewes will be in it.
Oh, of course he will.
As a character called Stinkor.
What a strange thing. But I mean, like we said, if you embrace it as a comedy, it sounds like Netflix already got that memo, and we're like, well, let's get a comedy guy in it.
It sounds pretty impressive. It could be funny. It's got. I've only meant I've probably mentioned less than half of the people in it, and you'll know probably
the
90% of them at least.
Yeah,
if not more. Like there's Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Of Candyman.
The Candyman himself.
Candyman himself. Kevin Michael Richards.
Oh yeah.
It's just there's loads. I'm not going to keep listing them because we'll be here for ages. But yeah, we'll have to do a 3-parter for this one and like in next year or something. But we'll visit the 2003 one next week. So join us again. Hope you enjoyed this week's. And odds are you probably disagreed with us. That's fine. You never have to agree with us, and we're not always right. So please feel free to get in touch with us, or if you have any other recommendations, especially for these comparison episodes, because these are going pretty well. We're quite enjoying them. Otherwise, I guess the only thing to say is until next time, you stay jammy.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening. If you want to help the show keep going, you can be extra jammy by heading over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/toonjampod. Here you can get a shout out on the show or unlock bonus episodes. Ratings and reviews anywhere you listen to the podcast also really help us out. So thank you and stay jammy.